Okay, good afternoon. Okay, welcome to Ensure Safe Consultancy. Okay, my name is Raj Mogan. Okay, so welcome to our course Vehicle Machinery Banksman Safety course. Okay, so this course for especially for construction sites who handling the vehicles, machineries, right? Give the traffic signals, right? The vehicle coming go up. So this for that. Okay, so contents. We're going to cover introduction, roles and responsibilities of the banksman, and we're going to cover legal recommends in relation to the workplace machineries, vehicle risks involved in the banksman operations. Okay, we're going to talk about different types of vehicles, machineries, plants used in the work area are the blind spot. Then we're going to cover safe operation and banksman code of signals. And we're going to talk about personal protective equipment used for the person. Emergency preparedness. In case of emergency, what needs to be done, right? This also we're going to cover. Okay, introduction. Objective. So what is our objectives? By end of the course, participants should be able to ensure the safe passage of reversing vehicles in the confined areas. Identify areas of danger within the site. Right? Gate all the vehicles, machineries, excavators, rigid, articulated lorry using recommended code of signals. Right? So this we're going to be is our objectives. So introduction. As you may know, construction site can be very dangerous places. The movement of heavy equipment vehicles can pose a significant risk to the workers, pedestrian on the site. This is where the banksmen comes in, right? Because in construction site there is a various vehicle. Let's say what are the vehicles coming in? Excavator, lorry crane, right? Even bobcat, right? So a lot of heavy machinery will come, right? So the vehicle come to the site, then they will come for the your pedestrian. That mean all the workers stop, right? They will do work. So this especially in the construction site. So we need someone to guide them, right? How to go, maybe stop the, let's say vehicle come, stop the vehicle, then the man to go first, right? The vehicle operation is going on. Then there's someone need to come cross by. So what I need to do? You need to stop them. Please, I mean you wait, the operation will stop. Then you go to the place. Okay, so that's the purpose. So that's a banksman is trained and qualified individual who is the responsible for coordinating the movement of the vehicles and equipment on construction site. They play a critical role in ensuring the safety of all the workers and pedestrians, right? So this is important. Okay, in this presentation, we will provide an overview of the key responsibilities and tasks of the banksman. What the banksman is supposed to do. Okay, we will cover the importance of risk assessment, effective communication, site layout, traffic management, and vehicle and equipment safety, and emergency procedures. By end of this presentation, you will have a better understanding of the role of a banksman and the importance of the safety in the construction site. Right, you will understand what the supposed to be done. What is the safety procedure need to be done? You will understand. Okay, what is the roles and responsibility of the banksman? Right? Okay, there's the other call is you say traffic controller. So they have a recommend signal man, right? That one different operation. Your recommend signal man. So what they do? They only do for the lifting operation, hoisting operation. That means they go to the site place, they're lifting, they're rigging the material, then give signal. So this operation is different, the one for lifting operation. But this is a banksman. So this also kind of a signal. That means signal in between the man and the machinery. Because the machinery move, let's say excavator is working, right? They do digging up, take soil, put in the lorry, right? This operation doing. But in between, anybody want to go cross over, they say this by working. Then the excavator come, hit the man, right? So in between must have a communication man. That's called as a banksman, right? You must guide the equipment machinery to guide the operator and the pedestrian, anybody worker nearby. So this is the purpose of the banksman. So that means the responsibility what they're supposed to do, right? For that. This involves coordinating the movement of vehicles, equipment, communicating effectively with the drivers and other site workers, whoever it is. Okay, let's take a closer look at the key roles and responsibility of the banksman. Okay, a banksman is responsible for the directing movement of vehicles and equipment of construction site, right? So they mean directing the movement. Vehicle need to guide them operator. Again, operator cannot see all the place. Okay, they are responsible for ensuring that all movements are carried out safely and efficiently. Right? You need to carry out this way. They must be able to effectively communicate with the drivers and with other site workers. Okay, the key responsibility. Right? These are the key. A banksman must be able to assess the risk and identify the potential hazards. Right? So that means you must know, they say operating, you must know which one. If this one machinery operating, people suddenly come, this is a risk. Suddenly go, let's say no hit the bucket. Maybe the material will transfer. Right? Excavator, bucket, throw the soil. The soil fly to hit to the man also getting right. So this you must sometime go you must barricade there. Which area this time. So you must be able to assess the what the result. They must be familiar with the safety regulations and guidelines. So what need to be done. So this also must understand. They must be able to identify and report any safety violations or hazards. So you mean anything wrong? People worker not listening, operator not listening. You must be able to report. Report to who? Report to the safety supervisor or the individual supervisor to report them. Hey, Anne, this one not listen. Later, anything would hit, accident will happen. So you must inform them. Coordinating the movement of the vehicles on site. So sometimes which one go first? Maybe sometimes you have to not only look at the man. When the travel path, any like big lump, your vehicle come, cross over, maybe right? You must see the condition of the access route also you must check. A banksman must be able to safely coordinating the movement of the vehicles, equipment on the site, construction site, right? So these need to be done. Okay, they must be able to direct movement of vehicles, equipment using a clear and concise hand signal. Sometimes give the signal. So let's say come towards you. Right, this one that don't do like that, so you cannot go down from there. You must give a proper signal. Later we cover what are the how to give the signal. Let's say stop, emergency stop. How to give the signal? Stop. How to give the signal? Right? You can come towards me. I'll go away. So some signal, there's a basic signal is there. So we'll cover all that. They must be ensured the drivers can see them at all times. And they have a clear view of the sign. Right? You must see that's where driver needs sometimes driver cannot see, yeah. So you must be able to tell them. Ensuring safety of all workers, pedestrian on site. The banksman must aware of all workers and the other workers, construction pedestrian on the worker side. So these also need to be responsibility of the banksman. They must ensure that all the movements are carried out in the way minimize the risk of accidents or injuries to the workers and pedestrian. Okay, they must be able to effectively communicate with the workers, pedestrians to ensure their safety. Right? Communicate workers and pedestrians. Right? So those things go. By fulfilling this, the roles and responsibility, right, the plays a critical role ensuring the safety of the workers and pedestrian on the construction site. Okay, the next legal recommend. What is a legal recommend? Why we need to do this, right? What is a general worker duties, do's and don'ts, and reporting. So don'ts. That means the worker one need to do. You must wear the PPE provided by the employer. What is PPE? Personal protective equipment, right? Which is a helmet, chin strap, right? Your glass, your gloves, your vest, reflective vest, then your shoe, everything, right? So these are the PPE must have. Why we need to have a PPE? Because it will protect the person. Let's say your hand, you're not wearing a gloves, cutting something, then your finger will be injured, right? So these will be done. Don'ts must not misuse the PPE. So that means you cannot use wrongly. Use PPE throw. One time is throw. Or maybe PPE cut. Cannot misuse. Cannot use. Must not endanger himself or others. That means he cannot go cut his finger. Sometimes cut finger got more money insurance claim. Right? So this one cannot one. Reporting. Must report unsafe condition and acts. Must report work related incidents and accidents. So this also need to check it out. Okay, penalty. If any person contravenes to wear the PPE shall be guilty of an offence. So conviction. First time, if you PPE never use, helmet never use, safety shoe never use, how much fine they will issue? 1,000. Second time, third time, no third time. Bye bye. First time use, second time use, fine. Then you go back. Okay, so this. Let's say others. Penalty under the WHS Act for individual maximum 200,000. They can put in jail 24 months. Okay, corporation 500,000. Let's say company, they'll issue 500,000. For repeating offenders where a fatality occurs during a previous offense, second fatality is cost maximum double. They go for 1 million. Okay, so this is a penalty. So what other WHS Act and regulation is required under WHS Act? Workplace Safety and Health Act. So they have a fewer regulation is there. WHS General Provision Regulation, your Risk Management Regulation, Construction Regulation, Incident Reporting, Ship Buildings, Ship Repair Regulation, and a Workplace Safety Traffic Safety Regulation. So these are the regulations required. Okay, risk assessment. So let's talk about risk assessment. So whatever do there was a risk is there, right? Okay, so why should we do a risk assessment? Allow us identify the hazards at the workplace and implement effective control measures before they can escalate into the accidents injuries. Okay, workplace safety and health risk management regulation September 2006 they come in. So there's on every company, whoever working place, you must have a risk assessment, right? If let's say you're doing an excavation, so you must find out what is the excavation hazard, right? When you're digging the excavation, you dig more than 1.5 meter, you must have a shovel. Okay, you dig very big, 4 meter, you must have a PVC. So when you do excavator, machinery moving, coming right, one into hand, you must have a banksman. You don't have banksman operator, you won't operate. It's no right. Right? One more person to guide the operator, other worker and pedestrian to moving area, the working place out. So that's myself. So this regulation you must agree this is a problem, this is a hazard, this is a risk will be involved. Okay, this you must understand. So there's a various form is there. Yeah, the process. Number one is formation of a risk assessment team. Right? Formation of risk assessment team means they must have a RA leader, risk assessment leader, then RA risk assessment members, then other one they must have a you must have a approver, manager, project managers, and others. Okay, so these are the things need to be in place. So must form up a team. Let's say operator, Banksman, everything to check. So how the problem will become. Okay, next, identify, analyzing the safety and health hazards associated with the work. Right? So you must check. Let's say this work are doing excavation. Let's say concreting. So when concreting do what, the thing will come. Same thing. The concrete truck come, right. They're rotating. They pour the concrete, put in the bucket. Then thing. So in between people coming going how? The concrete pour on you. Then problem, right. Maybe the concrete flash to the eye. So one need to be done. So that means working place, nobody should be there. Move away. Finish, go inside, they put the glass. They not go to fire. Right, so these are the protective measures. So that's why you realize for this. They could assess the risk involved. What is the risk involved? Right? So these are things that you check it out. Prioritizing the measures to control hazards and reduce the risk. Then the next one is communication between the team. Okay, now the risk has all done everything. They communicate. Communicate with them. Let's say supervisor communicate with the workers. Right? Operators. Hey, this work must have a do follow safely. You understand? You must provide PPE. You must provide the shoe. You must use the safety shoe. You must use the vest. You must put the kanadi, glass, safety glass. Put a helmet. In case flying, so everything protect who? Protect you all. Okay. Focus. Right? These are the things. So these are the things you must have a recording. All the copy must have recording copy with it. Okay, so the next item is there's a main process, three main process. One is a hazard identification, a risk evaluation, and risk control. Right? In hazard identification, that's why I say whatever activity you're doing, you must identify. Hey, today I'm going to do this. What hazard will be there? Right? Using a excavator, maybe using a other forklift. Is a call is a monitor for forklift. People forklift use for what? Take a material from the lorry, unloading, go put in the store, maybe outside to the side. So what hazard going to be coming from this? Right? So only what happened, the material may be dropped from the lorry. Anybody go to the lorry near? What happened? The material fall on him. Then he fall on him, what will happen to him? This guy injury may be done. Okay, how to prevent? He cannot go to there when you are unloading and nobody should be there. This is a confirmation. But then using a proper method, this operator must be licensed, must be he know how to operate. If you don't know how to operate, try how. Later fall down, accident. So these are the things you need to check it out. Right, then evaluate the risk level. So how to evaluate? So same thing. So if let's say you know the operator, then you're going to be a problem. Right? Then you must have a licensed operator. They must have experience. You must have a supervision. So all those things need to be done. So that's one of the things to evaluation. Then what is the risk control? Formulate the control measures according to the hierarchy of control, analyze, evaluate the risk control. So you say what are things need to be done? Operator must be licensed. This guy must put PPE. Any worker should not go there. Must know what is the load, all those things. So these are the control measures. That means everything was do in a safe manner. Correct? Okay, then identification. Hazard identification involving the hazards associated with the activity of each process and potential accidents and incidents. Okay, so these are the things you need to check out. Okay, so other one is the risk evaluation, right? Just now see the one is a risk evaluation. So that's why same. You have to process to estimating the risk level, hazard, the acceptability. There's a two factors govern the risk. One is the severity, other one is likelihood. Severity means consequence of the hazard. Let's say you know, right? Concrete unloading, the concrete flash, right? What will happen? Eye injury. So this is severity, these are consequences, right? Let's say you put the BP glass, even you go flash, what happened? The concrete will not go to line. So you put, right? That means you're wearing a glass, safety glass, your risk will be less. You know, wearing glass, you're concreting, unloading, pouring, the risk is high because the likely means possible to happen. You put glass, maybe may not happen. But if you don't put glass, possible to happen. That's why likely. Based on these two things. Let's say your hazard is there, but your severity, let's say walking from top level, 10 story, fall down, what happens? Die. Imaginary vehicle come, concrete truck, other one come, right? When you push truck, until people go put hit, what happens? Die. So the means severity will be very high, right? But you walk to the floor, you slip and fall, you die, you won't die, maybe injury. But vehicle can't go hit, that means the risk is high. Your severity is high. People die, the risk is high. Then chances to happen, possible to happen, that's called is likely. You walk, go through, maybe you won't very seldom. Unless you purposely fall down. Right? But vehicle coming, going, hitting, there's a possibility, many possibility. That's why it's likely. Right? These two things to know. Okay, so the how you determine based on the severity, based on the likelihood. right? So severity is minor, moderate, and major. Then determine the risk level is this 3 by 3 matrix, but now there is a 5 by 5 matrix. You see consequences: negligible, minor, moderate, major, catastrophic. That means catastrophic, people die. They give 5 marks, right? Maybe less injury, hand gone, leg gone, all those things. Same likelihood. Number one is rare to happen. Normally won't happen. Then maybe unlikely. Maybe happen. Right? This one possible or likely, almost. People walk, go there, no safety shoe are there. Injury will first happen, right? So this is a almost a time. So how do you risk level? Low, medium, and high. High risk, not acceptable. Low risk, acceptable. Medium, moderately acceptable. Still okay, but you need to monitor. Okay, what is a hierarchy of control? The risk control measures are the important. So that means elimination, substitution, engineering control, administrative controls, and PP. Right? If any activity you want to eliminate, can you eliminate the job? You don't do the banksman job. Then how? You must do one. Can I eliminate? Right? But let's say I'm working on top level, 10 story, edge of the building. This one I can eliminate. I don't do on top. Eliminate good edge of the building. Maybe you do inside. That means you're eliminating that exposure, eliminating the hazard. That means that's called it. That means your control measure to take. You need to take based on that, huh? Okay. So the next one is the examples of how to write all the activities. How do you do the risk assessment is based on this. Number one, you need to write activities. Right, what are the activities? Then what is a hazard and what is a possible accident due to this operation, right? Then what is the severity, likelihood, and this RPS level. Then is it okay? Let's say based on this level, what is the risk level? Let's say the risk level is working on the machinery and people, many machinery can't possible and maybe these chances to happen is high. Okay, so one need to be done. You must put additional control measure. Someone supervisor to supervise the thing, or put inside camera, maybe alarm system. Those these additional control measures to make it more safer, right? So that's for that you need to determine to then find out what is the severity, likelihood, then what is the risk level, then based on that you will check. So high risk cannot carry out. You must bring down to low risk. If not possible, medium risk, right? So this need to be done. Okay, the next one is type of vehicles and record to gate by the banksman, right? Then the signaler. So what are the vehicles? Lorry, general lorry, your lorry crane, then you have mobile crane, crava crane, your concrete pump and truck, your boom lift, scissor lift, excavator, piling machine. Right? Most of the machinery, yeah, big machinery, you must have machinery. Okay. Okay, next one, excavator. You're using excavator also, like small one, big one also have. Huh? Then you have a piling machine. You know, piling the tricky one? Yeah, this one. Then the boom lift, scissor lift, right? They have lorry crane, all those things. Huh? This one. Okay, now duties and responsibilities. Let's say do excavator wanted to do. The operator and driver must be able to see the banksman during the communication process. The banksman must station in such a way not to be in the line of fire. That means front, behind, or in between. When you do so you also problem, huh? When you go this excavator come, huh? Moving there, I go there going give me signal. Then the excavator come, operator come, hit you, not the worker, hit the banksman. You understand? You stand behind, I protect never known. You go stand ready, then the boom, sitting there. Suddenly you go. What happened? The back end come. Maybe next to the wall. You standing here. Then this one crash. So banks are also danger also. Huh? Not you give to other operator, machinery to others. The meantime you have to communicate with us. With the communication, or maybe the arm come. Right? So this operator must be checked out this one. Huh? Okay, next one. You see this one, the roller, big machine, right? Moving this way, right? Canada in front, huh? You must stay outside. You see the picture? You go in front, it suddenly come, or maybe this one vehicle come, then people coming. Okay, people come. These people come in nearby, but this one come. Level ready. Their problem, right? Level ready, yeah. So, JT, check it out. Okay, so you need to check on these. Then you see boom leaf. The banksman must ensure the safety barricade, safety sign are in place. Do not let any personnel enter to them when rising the boom leaf and movements. This also boom leaf, move up, down. 360-degree, yeah, right? 360-degree go up. That's what I check. Okay, safe operation at main gate during entering, right? The top to stop vehicle outside of the gate stop line. Check the standard PPE of the driver. If they don't have the proper PPE, ask supervisor in charge to arrange PPE for the driver. You brief driver to follow his instruction at all time at the side. You check condition of the load machineries on the vehicles. Is fastened, secured properly, and not fastened and secured properly. Tell driver to do it. Right? This is also need to check. You open the gate, rigid part of the gate, secure the doors. Cannot remove during the due to wind might be cause of the incident instead of the dangerous vehicles. So same when you enter a people vehicle also with the right. People come, people also problem, right? Okay, operation at main during entry. Gate the vehicle to near the vehicle to enter, again stop and second stop line. Close the gate and secure and gate the vehicle to desired location. Sometimes vehicle not close also. The gate also must be there. Coming go ready close. They go to the next level too, right? Okay, stop. Let me check the condition of the load is fastened, secure properly, right? Gate the vehicle to the main gate. Okay, stop at the washing point and wash the vehicle tires before move of the side. So they will wash also, right? Let's check the problem. All go to roadside, all soil, muddy, also. They stop the stop line. So where they supposed to stop the stop line. Open the door and secure so that strong wind cannot automatically retrieve the door. They might cause of the incident door hit with the vehicles, right? So you must have strong wind. Sometimes strong wind can vehicle fly ready, right? So you must secure these also. Gate the vehicle to move out, right? Once done, so move out with the vehicle to go. Okay. Safe operation for movings, machineries and equipment, right? Stay away from the moving vehicles. Example, stay at safe distance from the excavator while getting. Okay, ensure there is a barricade, right? Ensure the record safety signages is displayed. Stop when notice any abnormalities situation during the operation of machines. You stop unauthorized people to enter, barricade the area. Banksman to gate all time the during operation. Gate times of during operation of machinery equipment. Example, moving machineries, equipment, bottom, boom lifts, excavator, piling machine, right, roller machine, whatever machinery come on must be trailer. Okay, so Banksman signal. Using a Banksman to control, reversing the operation. Can book the Banksman in potential danger area is reversing the vehicle. If you do use the Banksman, make sure they are trained to carry out the duties. There must be a safe system for work. Ensure the Banksman drivers are used to standard hand signal or they easily understand. Okay, start. To start the process, both arms are extended horizontally with the palm facing downwards. So these are the Banksman signal, more or less to the signal man. Same like this. Stop. All right. Okay, stop. Stop means they say hello, hi. No, huh? Stop means stop. Okay. So move forward in front, right? That is interesting. Right? These are the move forward, both arms to upward. They move backward. You see. You go this way, right? You need to say this way. Then this one left. Put your left. Right? Put this one, put your left. Then this one right. Okay, this one the signal. If left means you see if you're the me. If you right means for you, my right hand for you left. My left hand for you right. So always you tell that you let's say you see you say not your left for them. Let's say you want to left. What hand you need to raise? I want turn left. I mean operator must be turn left. What signal you will? What hand you need to show them? Operator. Ah, your right hand. You mean you side right means opposite. Upward and operator left. Left. Opposite. I cannot say right means then operator then you left. This one left means left is not left, it's right. For them for right. Because we see from them. Right? So you see this one you will show your side. Your side. My one right. Your side. Your view is left side. So that means you must always think of it. That means you left means you put your right hand. If your right means put your left. So this one put down. Right? So this always the signal. Emergency stop. Why need to not like that, like that. So something which. Okay, then the other signal is see. Put this one stop. This both side stop. Right? The next one, moving forward, come to me, towards me, right? Then this one go. Then they say like this one signal ringing those things. This one not ringing, Your one just healthcare only. So applicable is left, left, right, right? Then front back. These are only. So basic signal. But you recommend signal man, that one go up, boom down. That's one different. Then you pull the these, that one different. Right? This basic only for the backsman. So what PPE, what attire you must have, right? Full PPE, what is the high visibility red vest? Assisting in assessing the ground condition prior to the entry of the equipment, machinery and vehicles. Ensure there is a permit to work, right? Some of the item machinery they do permit to work. Okay. You use a standard signals to gauge the movement of the machineries, equipment, vehicle and location of the work to be carried out. The banksmen to provide barricade for the work area. You communicate to the drivers, operators during the movements of the machinery, equipment, and vehicles. Right? You must have a visual. Sometimes you go in a worker room, but inside the machinery, the operator cannot hear a visual. The visual only display. Operator, what you need to do? Hand signal. Right? Unless you walk it again, then talk to the operator. Okay, so these are the things need to be this thing. By basically your PP on the helmet, your vest on the feet, Okay, emergency procedure. Your banksman must familiar to the emergency procedures, including evacuation procedures and emergency contact numbers. They should understand their roles in the emergency situation and be prepared to take action to ensure the safety of workers, pedestrians on the side. Your emergency communication protocol. So, your effective communication is essential during emergency situations. The banksman should be familiar with the emergency communication system at the construction site and be prepared to communicate clearly with the other workers and management. So you must be right. Those are important role for them. Your first aid training and response. Banksmen should be trained in first aid. I mean the basic, but you're not occupational first aid. But generally, you know how to put up those things, right? And immediate assistance to the workers, pedestrians who are injured on construction site. So they should be familiar with the location of the first aid kits and able to administer basic first aid in emergency situation. By understanding emergency procedures, construction site, right, effective communication protocols, and first aid training in response, Banksman will help to ensure the safety of the workers, pedestrian in emergency situation of the system. First aid means basic one, but you are not trained to first aid because unless you some first aid one, but basically no. But sometimes you what to do, they come you check out those things. So basic one, But if they say first aider, the site must have a separate course, occupational first aider course, right? So this is not related to you, but this one you must understand some procedure for the first aiding one in case any injury. Okay, the banksmen are responsible for coordinating the movement of vehicles and equipments on the construction site. They need to understand risk assessment, effective communication, right? Able to communicate because of signal man, I mean, the site layout, traffic management, vehicle equipment safety, emergency procedures, and all other components like Banksman job. The Banksman must wear PPE, be familiar with the emergency procedures, and prepare to respond emergency situations. Importance of the Banksman in ensuring safety of the construction site. So you must understand. So you know your role, huh? So do to put it up. Okay. So the conclusion: role of Banksman critical, ensuring the safety of the workers, pedestrian on the construction site. By effectively coordinating the movement of the vehicles, equipment, and prioritizing the safety, Banksmen can help to prevent accidents, injuries on the construction site. Your encouragement to always prioritize the safety on the site, right? We encourage all the workers on construction site to prioritize the safety at all times. By following a safety protocols and procedures, we can all help to prevent accidents, injuries on a construction site. By working together, prioritizing the safety, we can ensure that all workers, pedestrians, and construction site are protected from potential hazards, work safely and efficiently. So this was the role for that, right? So these were the thing for presentation. I hope you all found information helpful, right? So we can ask for the question and others, right? So we have this thing to do. Okay, so yeah, so other one is the total WSS workplace safety and health. This approach, right? Health together, right? This call is you're closely interrelated. For example, company have a good work process, have a few accidents and cases of ill health at work. This leads to better physical, mental well-being. It is also results in increased productivities as companies that focus on safety have a fewer employee injuries. Companies with the health workers tend to enjoy the reduced absenteeism and are less likely to be involved in the accidents arising from the possible disease. So these are just for info. So what is the benefit? Right? Benefit of a total WCS include healthier and more effective workforce. That means everybody in healthy. Yeah? Your safer workplaces and fewer employee injuries. Maybe less injury, right? Improved quality of the life for the employees. And improved employee engagements and retention. Improve productivities and business performance. Right? Reduce absentees rates and healthcare costs. So you can see the information from the TAL SG, I mean WHS Council. There's a more detail, right? So okay, SG secure this emergency plan. In case, okay, now visionary hazard those things. You talk about terrorism, SG secure. So that means if anybody have like terrorism, so one need to do. Company need to prepare the workplace, workplaces against the crisis and preparedness is set of learn skills, behavior, those things. So you must implement the 3 Ps. What is 3 Ps? Number one is prepare your workforce. Workforce means all the workers who are safety. Then prepare your protect your workplace. Some of the places sometimes secure. Protect. I mean close, secure. The other one is partner your community. Communicate with them. So these are 3 Ps implementation for this. Right? Okay, there's 3 essential steps. Prepare your workforce, protect your workforce, partner your communities, right? What need to do? Run, hide, and tell. In case of any terrorist, let's say firearms, weapons attack, someone come take a gun, come shoot you, right? So what need to do? You must run, right? Then after hide somewhere. Then after you call the hey, this one, someone come attack. Inform supervisor, police, other thing. Then they know they come, right? So three steps need to be followed to go. So the useful context. So there's a various Ministry of Home Affairs, Ministry of Manpower, right? Singapore Police Force, Civil Defense, Workplace Safety Council, Red Cross, St. John's. So all those things are related to this. Understand? So I hope this is information useful to you. So you got basic understanding. So how the role is going to be a banksman. So the banksman role is different from, let's say you have a traffic controller. Traffic controller only will maybe roadside, right? This one is inside, maybe even outside also. You are rigger signalman also is there. The signalman is signaling the hoisting activity, lifting activity. Your banksmen to the machinery and vehicles, movement, right, from one place to other place, to the workers, pedestrian, all those. Understand? So the key difference. So you must know some basic hand signals, stop, emergency stop, all those things. Okay, clear, huh? Okay, so later part this one. So theory part is finished. We're going to give you MCQ, 10 questions. So we'll test basic questions always asked. Then later we do some role play, right? How to do game, how to do banksman, right? How to give signal, right? Simple. So some do a practical. Okay. So with this, we end up this presentation. We go for the multiple choice question. Then after that, we go for the practical demonstration. Okay, demonstration performance. Okay, so with this, thank you. So we will end up the session here for this. Thank you.